Big news! In update 7.1, which is an update coming near the end of February, there's going to be a major change. Small Time Buccaneer used to be a 1-2, now it's a 1-1. You actually saw mages doing Coin Frostbolt against Small Time Buccaneer, which seemed absolutely ridiculous that a 1-drop card was so scary that you were willing to use your coin and a 2-mana cost card to kill it. Now you can just Coin Fire Blast it. That doesn't seem nearly as scary. Small Time Buccaneer is currently being run in every single aggressive deck. Pirate Warrior, Pirate Shaman, even Pirate Rogue. Their best card of Small Time Buccaneer, halved in health, is going to make the deck quite a bit weaker. But they'll still be decks. It's not like the deck is dead. Which is especially important because this Small Time nerf will cause big changes. We'll get to that right after we talk about the Spirit Claws nerf. Spirit Claws now costs 2 mana, up from 1. 2 mana is a big increase. Like, it's 1 mana increase, and I think it's fair because it can still be better than Fire War Axe, which is the best weapon. I think this change might make Aggro Shaman actually not that viable. But alternatively, maybe they just still run Small Time Buccaneer, and then they just replace Spirit Claws with other stuff like Maelstrom, Portal, and Azure Drake. Although Azure Drake gets quite a bit worse because they don't run Spirit Claws anymore. So you might see them go like Argent Horseman instead. Horse Rider. Anyways, these are huge changes which are going to lower the win percentage of aggressive decks. And that's good because people were sick of, Small Time Buccaneer, and now I'm in charge. However, note this, Prophet Trump here. When aggro decks are no longer a thing, and you're getting beaten by 9/9 Jade Golems and 10/10 Jade Golems every game, you're going to wish that Patches and Small Time Buccaneer were here. You're gonna wish that some aggro was in the meta, and you're gonna be sad. You are going to be really sad when all decks are Jade decks. Jade Shaman, Jade Druid, notably. Both of these decks suffer against the aggression. It's possible that even Jade Rogue might get in there now. Don't worry, Jade decks are not going to be the only thing. Maybe we have just shifted the aggression. We've passed the torch, if you will. There's one aggressive deck out there which has been on the rise that does not use Small Time Buccaneer, and that deck is... no, not Hunter. It's Tempo Mage. Tempo Mage can still stop Jade, so our new hero will rise. Jaina will no longer just be Reno, but you'll have to guess whether they're playing Reno or Tempo Mage. In fact, maybe you start guessing that they're playing Tempo Mage instead of Reno. Another Trump Prophet prediction. Sure, you can still build aggressive Shaman. You can use Doomhammer and Rockbiter weapon, and we might see a return to that, especially since Spirit Claws is getting nerfed. Will Grimy Goons finally get a chance to shine? Because one of the big things that Grimy Goons suffered on was that the meta was too fast. The first turn Small Time Buccaneer with the patches would end up doing like 10 damage to you, or more, and you wouldn't be able to recover. Can the hand buff mechanic outvalue Jade? Question mark. I remain skeptical of this, but maybe. Probably not. Don't worry too much, even though Jadestone is a possible nightmare path in the future, we might actually instead go into a golden age of Hearthstone where all decks are viable, but for certain, aggro decks are getting hit. Jade will still probably be unfavored against aggro decks, but there might not be as many aggro decks such that Jade is good. I think these changes are really good. It's going to really shift up the meta. You're certainly not going to see as many Small Time Buccaneers. You might still see some Small Time Buccaneers. You're certainly not going to see a lot of Spirit Claws. I think that card is not very good now. But you might see more Doomhammers. It's kind of funny, right? We're repeating history. Shaman used to be a big thing, Face Shaman especially, and then Rockbiter gets nerfed, and then mid-range Shaman becomes the deck to beat. We're repeating history. We nerf Small Time Buccaneer, we nerf Spirit Claws, and once again, mid-Jade Shaman is going to be the deck to beat. It's happening again. I'd forgotten that Tunnel Truck and Totem Golem were still in the game. God damn. This deck's gonna be everywhere! It's just gonna be like 1 month of exactly this deck. Mid-range shaman, or mid-jade shaman as it's called, does not really get hit by either the small-time buccaneer or the spirit claws patch. Yes, most of the mid-jade decks did have both of those cards in the deck, but the deck can perform just fine without either. In fact, when I look at how few spells we have in this deck now, it is possible that an Azure Drake, especially with the addition of Wide Eyes, it's possible that Azure Drake, especially since we have 2 Mana Tide, might not be good enough to run 2 of, and I'll put Ragnaros in. Again, these are just early initial ideas. Things are going to settle down, we'll refine the mid-jade deck, but if there are a lot of mid-jade decks, Life Coach was onto something. He put Ragnaros in his mid-jade deck. It was extremely good in the mirror, because Ragnaros can take out 7/7 Jades and 8/8 Jades, and they're really good against Reno decks. I expect to see a lot more Ragnaros with the decline of pirate decks. Praise our overlord Ragnaros. He's come back. It was too soon for him, but now it is the exact right time, I think. Expect to see this deck a lot, and it's going to be tough to dethrone this deck. That's my fear from the patch changes, that this deck is the top and stays on the top.